Welcome. In this topic, we are going to have a go at defining cross-validation rules in Oracle Cloud. What is our agenda here? Overview about CVR as a cross-validation rules. What is the setup steps? Check the setup by example, like create account combination. I will answer some of questions related to CVR, like is there any reporting fusion related to CVR? What are the tables to be used to information about CVR? What is the maximum number of cross-validation rules in the system user can define in Oracle Cloud? Let's start by cross-validation rules overview. Overview organizations may have requirement to prevent certain combinations of segment values to be used in their count combinations. For instance, a particular segment like cost center may not be combined with a specific another segment like company value. Once you created cross-validation rules, the cross-validation rules determine what segment values may be combined with other segment values across the different segments of your chart of accounts. Cross-validation rules only affect the creation of new account combinations. When creating a new account combinations in user interface and processes, the values for each chart of accounts segments are cross-checked to make sure they don't violate the validation rules. A cross-validation rule is now defined in terms of condition filter and validation filter in Oracle Cloud. So now we are going to enter in the application to show you how to set up the cross-validation rules, and after that we will check one example to evaluate or to check the setup is working fine or not. So let's get into the application. As you know, once you log in, you have to navigate to setup and maintenance. You have to select the financial offering, then general ledger. Once you navigate to general ledger, you can just write cross. It will give you two of cross validation rule, either manage or close validation rule in a spreadsheet. If you have a lot of them, like a lot of cross validation rules, you are going to define them, so you have to use the spreadsheet. And also now I am going to use this spreadsheet feature to show you how to use it to create your CVR. For the manage, also you can use manage cross validation rules for either to search for any existing CVR already defined before or to create a sample 1 or 2 CVR. So let's start create cross validation rules in a spreadsheet. Again, cross validation rules in a spreadsheet. Download of Excel as a cross validation rules is downloaded. Just open it. System will ask you to enter your username and password to connect. I will click OK. Then I will enter my username and password. Then enter. Here to update or not, I will skip, then open my cross validation Excel sheet. And this, it give you the steps to fill out. It's always a good idea to have a look at these of steps of the cross validation rule. It gives you some of the example here as well. So always worthwhile looking to check the examples and what is the CVR, what is the overview. All of these are a good idea to get an overview of the CVR. Then you just go to the Create Cross Validation Rules tab. This is some processes. You need to put the rule name here, the chart of accounts. You have to select what is the chart of accounts to apply this CVR. Here, what is the name of this CVR? I will put CVR1. What is the description? CVR1. What is the error message? The error message, it will pop up to the users when they are trying to enter any values, violates, or not matching with the CVR rules. So I will put, for example, ops, nice, try, add an error message. Here we have to segment as a condition filter, segment 1, and the validation filter, segment 2. So you have to check or click on the Create Cross Validation Rules. Here choose your chart of accounts to apply this CVR. Then here enter the name of the CVR rules. I will enter CVR1. What is the description also? CVR test. What is the error message? The error message is something that would be meaningful for you, the user, so that when it pops up, they know exactly what they have done wrong. So I will enter like example, oops, nice, try. And then what is the condition filter segment and validation segment filter? Here, what is the first segment of your CVR? As we said that, for example, in this, I'm going to make CVR for 2 of my segments of my chart of accounts. One is cost center. For example, I will make CVR for the cost center 101 with the other cost center as activity like 03. So this is the first cost center is condition filter segment. For validation filter segment, it will be activity. So here you have to mention your segments. I will put here cost center. What is the condition filter value? As I said, 101. What is the validation filter segment? I will select the second segment as activity, and here validation filter value 03. If you don't specify anything in here, then the rules is always evaluated. Once you finished your rule, you can again enter second row, third, and so on. Once you finish, you are going to make submit. Just click out and click submit. OK, fail or continue to upload subsequent rows. OK. Then you will check that the row status must be row inserted successfully. If it's not inserted successfully, you have to check the error and try again to submit. Once the row inserted successfully, you come back again to the application, go to cross again and manage cross validation rule to check is this uploaded in the system or not. Again, manage cross validation rule, select your chart of accounts. You can click on search. You will find my rule already uploaded, and if you go to down, you will find the conditions cost center 101 with activity 03. Error message, oops, nice try. So this is the setup steps. Now I'm going to second topic in our agenda here to how to test is it working or not. I will go click on done. Then I will try to create account combination, manage account combination. Again, manage account combination, select my chart of accounts, search, click create, add a new one. I will select business line, for example 01. As we said, cost center must be 101 with the activity 03. If I select, for example 04, location and the account, let me select 222, for example deferred tax, and try to save. Oops, nice try, GL count error, because what? Because as we said in CVR that cost center 101 must become with activity only 03. This is our message which we mentioned in our CVR rules, and now you have checked that it's working fine. If you change the activity to any other activity, it will working. Also, it will not working, so you have to select 03. I will check is it working or not. Just come here and change it to 03. Try to save. It will be saved without any issues. So this is how to set up CVR and how to evaluate it or to check is it working or not. Let me cancel. Let me try again to go to cross validation. As we said before, that from here you can come and select again your chart of accounts and search and try to create a new one. Again, the name, description, date, enabled, not enabled, and condition filter and validation filter and error message. This is what is the name of it. Is it UI as a user interface form to define the CVR? Let's go back to the slides. So this is the overview and this is the setup steps. Let's to answer some of the questions. Is there any report infusion to GL to see the list of cross validation rules or not? Answer is isn't any report to list the cross validation rules defined in the Oracle. So what is the workaround? You have to go to the UI as a user interface to export all of the existing CVR, or there is another workaround to make a query. This use the PI publisher to create a new data model with either of the following queries and review that. What is the queries? You have to replace this code with the accounting key flex field code. The first query, as you see here, is to consider all of the existing CVRs, even the ones which are not enabled. You have to write this in the PI publisher model, or consider only CVRs which are enabled. You have also, if you consider this or this, you have to write the same query or whatever query match with your requirement. So there is no, until now, maybe there is one change request to enable a report to show you what is the existing CVRs. If we go to, as we said before, that this is our all of the CVR which is enabled. You can go to an app. Here you can export to Excel after you define I can delete. you can export to Excel. Open the Excel, try again. It will give you all of the CVR. So this is to use UI interface to export all of the existing CVR. Second question, what are the tables to be used for the CVR? It is fnd_kf_cross-val rules. What is the maximum number of cross-validation rules? As such, there is no restriction on number or cross-validation rules, which can be defined in the system, but we always suggest as minimal number of rules as possible, because cross-validation rules directly impact the system performance when creating new account combinations, so lesser the better. This is an overview of the cross-validation rules and answered some of the questions related to it. Thanks for watching. I hope to subscribe my channel. Thank you.